So, and we see the results now. You know, the broad progressive movement got behind Biden. And what do we got? Voting rights dead. DC statehood dead. DREAM Act dead. Police reform watered down, if anything. Background checks on guns. All their liberal reforms, they can't get it because the Democrats forget about the Republicans. They're negotiating with themselves and losing because it's not just Manchin and Sinema that don't want to blow up the filibuster. There are about a dozen Democrats that don't want to blow it up. And Manchin and Sinema are fronting for them. So, you know, infrastructure, I mean, if there's anything you could get bipartisan agreement on, you'd think, is infrastructure, because everybody can go back home and cut ribbons. And they're having a hell of a time doing that. And so I guess the conclusion of this party is we need the Green Party more than ever. And Angela and I campaign on 3 major themes. And I want to review those, but suggest now we got a 4th major theme that may be the most important of all. Because basically our democracy, our representative government, as limited and attenuated as it is under real serious threat. But I'll make that the 4th point. First of all, the climate crisis, the eco-socialist Green New Deal. What we got from Biden was much less than he promised, which was the worst of all the Democratic candidates in his American Jobs Plan. And I wrote up 9,500 words on that. You can look it up on the campaign website or go to the Solidarity webzine. It was called Biden's Climate Pledge is a Promise He Cannot Keep. That man lied when he said he was going to cut US emissions in half by 2030. He said 50 to 52%, which tells me it's a lie because they can't be that precise. And the program he put forward, there's no way, and I, spell it out. But things have moved on, and now they're talking about a bipartisan plan of an infrastructure, doesn't deal with climate, and funds it with neoliberal privatization, public-private partnerships, and all that good, I was going to say Republican stuff, but the Democrats have spearheaded that as well. Now, so we're back to defensive struggles, but we can win these. We got the Keystone XL pipeline stopped. The cutting edge right now is Line 3. And we have, our former vice president's candidate, Winona LaDuke, in the middle of that. The Indigenous Environmental Network has called for a demonstration Wednesday in Washington, D.C. I've talked with David Schwartzman with the D.C. Statehood Greens about getting a banner out there and having the Greens have some presence. And I hope Maryland Greens who can get over there will contact David and let's show ourselves, because we got a problem. The climate movement, they're reading our stuff, because at least stuff I've been writing, because I get feedback about it. But their education and their outreach, they're still deferring to Biden. Like the Indigenous Environmental Network's petition last week was stop the Trump pipeline. And the next day, Biden withdrew or supported the company that's being sued by these people to stop construction. So it's the Trump-Biden pipeline. So these are the kinds of things. And then I was just reading today, a guy in Counterpunch talking about how AOC and Sanders' Green New Deal wanted to get to zero emissions by 2030. No, they didn't. They extended our Green New Deal from 2030 to 2050. So, we got some issues we got to debate there and, educate this broader movement. And, Chris mentioned the young people that came to our campaign. Hey, they get it. They see through this crap. And that's why I tell you, we get on these Zoom calls and panels, and these young people, I guess they got the time, they had it, being locked up in high school. They know this stuff. And they know that what they're getting from the Democrats is totally inadequate. That's why a lot of them are coming to us. So that's one issue.